All right, ladies and gentlemen. Um, it's been about a week since I've uploaded some videos. Well, for that reason, what happened was my bank and my broker weren't on the same page, and I was gonna lose like $5,000 just out of in the thin air. But I had to get that situated. That was happening like Tuesday or Wednesday, and then that just really killed my vibe. So I was like, all right, I won't. I'm not gonna trade this week because I don't want to be stupid and lose some money. But anyways, this weekend I was kind of busy watching NFL playoffs. But we ended up getting past 50 subscribers. We actually have 58 right now, and the goal was to get 50 for a $20 gift card drawing. And what I did was write all your guys' name down on a sticky note, and then cut them into pieces. So now all you guys have a name on a sticky note. And what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna draw it from the hat, and then the winner will be announced at the end of the video. Um, but this video, I'm gonna tell you guys like what I do and like what all this means right here, because a lot of like I mean you guys are probably, some of you guys are watching these videos and you don't really know what this means, so I kind of wanted to break it down for you into some simple terms. This is called a green candle, and as you can see, okay, I don't know why I'm wearing this, but oh well. Bought this like probably like 5 years ago. I haven't worn it like once. Anyways, this is a green candle, okay? And what a green candle is when the stock price goes upwards in a positive way and closes in a positive since the open. All right. So this, all right. Let's say the bottom right here. This is where the stock. This is where the price opens at. So about 199. Yeah. As you can see at the top, you see at the top right here, high, low, and then so it opens at $1.99, and then it goes up, or that's a 5 minute chart. So in 5 minutes it opens at 199, and then it goes all the way up to 260. Wow, what is this, Delt? That's a really good move. Anyways, it goes to 260. It closes at 260. You see how this is sticking out right here? Because it hit 265, but it did not close there. That's why it's not fully green. It closed at 260. That's why it closed, or and then that's why that little stick's coming out of the candle. It's like a candle wick kind of. And then on these red candles, these are when the price opens and then closes at a lower price. So right here it opens at 259, and then it comes up. It actually shoots up all the way to 289. Okay, so then it hit 289s. It went through all these levels right here, but it ended up closing at 255, and that's why it's a red candle. Because if it were to open up at 259 and say it closed at 265 or something, then it'd be a green candle because it closed at a higher price than it opened. And what I do is I look for patterns every morning. Every time, like most of these videos that you guys watch, you'll see stocks. What they'll do is called a gap up, and it'll start. Hopefully, what's the best? It starts pre-market. Pre-market is the hours before the market opens. So sometimes it starts at 7, 6, 6 in the morning right here. And what you want right here is like a pre-market gap. It'll gap up. It'll like shoot up, and then hopefully open and then gain some momentum into the damn market. Like right here. Oh, there's no pre-market here, but anyways, a lot of these stocks that I watch, there's a trend that goes. It'll gap up, pull back, and then consolidate. Gap up, pull back, and then consolidate. Like a lot of these stocks that I watch will do that. Let's see if I can find something for you guys. CLSN. Oh, perfect, right here. All right, so you remember I was talking about the gap up pre-market? This is why it's a different color gray than this color. It's because this is pre-market and after hours. But anyways, so look, it gapped up at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is good. Gapped up, then lost some volume, so it started consolidating, and then it fell off. So sometimes they do this, they'll fall off, they'll just keep slowly trending down, and then end up, I mean, this didn't really do anything all day. But this is what I usually look for. And if this probably broke around 220s area, yeah, 220s area, I probably would have bought in, look for an entry. And then my target would be the pre-market high, which is 335 as you can see. And then hopefully if it breaks that level, maybe 350 and so on. But that's usually what I look for in most mornings. There's like bull flags, which are like they push up, and then they pull back a little bit to like a support area, and then it breaks that flag. So it'll gap up, pull down, and then this will break, and that's when you want to buy when that apex point when it breaks the previous low or the previous high. And usually you'll see some momentum into that. You gotta look at other things too, like this level 2 right here, and just the patterns and the volume, obviously. But another thing I want to explain to you guys are these lines that are on my chart. These lines are moving. They're called moving averages, and sometimes they're good for resistance or support, depending if you're above the line or below it. So as you can see, let's say right here, this candle, this day, this is a daily chart right here. So on this day, it broke this resistance and then followed through all the way through. When it broke that resistance at 454, it ends up falling through all the way to $6. All right. And then sometimes there are false breakthroughs like this one the next day. Okay. So it breaks through this moving average. This is the 200 moving average on the daily chart. It breaks through this line and then boom, follows through 525, and then it pulls back because it could not hold those levels. Pulls back and then closes at a lower price. That's why this candle is red. And then look, it starts pulling back. This is kind of a bear flag right here. But look, and then it can't break through this line. Can't break through this line. It breaks through this line. It closes at a higher price than this resistance at the 200 moving average. And what do you know? Next day, boom, gap up. Opens at 489, goes to just about $6. And then what you see here is the next day it hits around the same high and it didn't break it. So what that tells buyers, that's a decent resistance level, so we're gonna sell. And that's when you see a sell off on the day, on the full day. And it sells off, and then look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 straight days that were red, that were more selling than buying, pretty much. 11 straight days after they saw that resistance there, and buyers were like, this stock's not worthy of looking at anymore. And then, so I look for those. So those lines, they tell me, they signal me resistance and support levels. Like, look, right here. Oh, this was today. Yeah, I didn't get to trade today either. Been busy. But tomorrow, we're starting back at it, and we're going to kill it this year. Anyways, this line, look, it breaks through this. This is called the VWAP, Volume Weighted Average. I think that, yeah, is that what it's called? The VWAP plot. Okay, anyways, it breaks through this VWAP, and then, all right, look, it breaks through the VWAP at 220-ish, boom, follows all the way through to 265. And these lines right here are other moving averages. This is the 20 moving average, the 50 moving average, and the 9 moving average. Honestly, I might delete the 50 moving average and just have the 20 and the 9 moving average in the VWAP. But Yeah, and then all right, so level twos. This is like these little boxes right here, all these level two boxes. So it tells you the exchange. All right, this is the exchange on the left side. These random letters. Nasdaq. This is probably most familiar for you guys. And this is the bid. This is what buyers are looking to buy at 234. And I don't like to trade huge spreads on these stocks, but usually or sometimes when a gap and go trade is happening, there's big spreads because there's a lot of volume and the people that are trying to sell at a high ask. And these right here, these numbers right here, this 42, 41, that says how much is on the bid at that price. So 232, you add two zeros to all these numbers, and that's what you get. So 232, there's 4,200 shares trying to be bought right there at that price, 232, but it's at 234, so those won't sell right now anyways. And there's 230 at 235, there's 1,200 shares, So yeah, you guys can still see 1,200 shares, 500 shares, 1,000 shares. And Thinkorswim, it only picks up at a minimum of 100 shares. Some brokers do like just any amount of shares that are traded at that price. But in order for you to get on this, you have to buy at least 100 shares. So I like level two as well because you can see a lot, because I'm a long bias trader, you can see a lot of resistance points at level two. Say if 235 said 50 right here, 50, and you add two zeros, or even 500, and then you add two zeros. That means there's 50,000 shares at 235 that have to be bought up. 50,000 shares. There was 1,100,000 shares traded in 5 minutes right there at the open. That's the type of volume I like to see at the open. So like in 1 minute, there's 96,000 shares traded in 1 full minute, and at this price alone, there's a big resistance, and buyers see like let's say 50,000 at the ask at 235, and they're like, oh no, we're gonna have to get out soon because there's a big seller there. Unless that seller can be bought up, and you can see it too on this level two, or on this time and sales. You can see it here. Look at 1,400 shares bought right there, 2,000 shares, 5,000 shares bought right there. And if there's a lot of buying and this price isn't moving, that means it's a hidden seller. So even more people are trying to dump at that price. And then obviously the sellers outweigh the buyers, and that's when you start pulling back down. That's probably what happened up here. And at 280 probably. They're trying to buy it, and it wouldn't really work. Look at this 1.5 million shares. That's more than this last one, but it's red because there's more sellers than buyers. You saw resistance here. A lot of people on the ask, and they start piling up, and what do you know? Pull back to these moving averages, find a little support at the moving average, and then push through, and so on. A little choppiness, consolidation. But the chart does right here are this time and sales. Tells you what time. So the green obviously represents buying. The red represents selling. And this all it does is represent time, price, and the size. So what time someone bought, how many shares they bought, at what price. So I say if I were to buy like 100 shares at 235, it'll tell the time 250 or 1254, 235, 100 shares green because I'm buying. And usually, I mean, honestly, I always look for news too on these stocks. I look for news and catalogs and all this other stuff to help. That's what help pushes these stocks and gain momentum. Because the other traders see that, and they see like, all right, a lot of other traders are going to be here because there's good news on it, and then you start seeing that pre-market, and that's usually what happens pre-market. This will go gap up, and then all right. So, what my time intervals are 5-minute charts, 1-minute charts, and then a daily chart. A daily chart, I just see what's the daily resistance, what could be the daily resistance on what I'm trading today. Say like, so let's say $3 is resistance. I'd be aware of that when I'm trading that. To say, oh, hold on, break at $3. Okay. Anyways, where was I at? Yeah, say if I saw some resistance here at $3, then I'd be aware of that trading here. And if it hits this $3, or I'm gonna be cautious when it starts getting near $3. Like people are doing the same thing. 289, a little close, but yeah. The 1 minute, that's what I like to trade at the open when it turns 9:30, because then you get more. You get to see more. Because in the 5 minute, this thing will just go up and down for 5 minutes, but this it's each minute. You get to see the pattern, the volume, and whatnot. See, this is good follow through right here. Yeah, I wish I was here to trade this today, but anyways. Yeah, that's all. I mean, I have scanners too. My TradeStation scanners. I'll open those up real quick. I have scanners and criteria. Look at pre-market movers, up gappers, and then a momentum scanner. This scanner picks up like a lot of volume, relative volume. These scanners right here, it's they open like a certain percentage higher than the previous close. And I like specific prices for my stocks on anything under $10 usually, above $1, $2. A little easier to predict for me. Look at high relative volume. Oh, bless me. Okay, anyways. But yeah, I can't show you guys too much of that. And yeah, so we're going to do the drawing. The names are in this hat. I'm not even going to look. Our next goal is to 100 subscribers. We're at 58. Yeah. So let's see who the winner is. Spaz. Who the hell is Spaz? Anyways, Spaz won. I don't know who that is really, but our next drawing will be $30 at 100 subscribers, or we might do 50. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, and if you have more questions, we can go more in depth. I just didn't want to make this too long, so just let me know. Comment, add me on Facebook, subscribe please, and share with some friends. I know I gotta get better as a YouTuber, but we're just starting, so we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. All right, well, I hope you guys have a little bit of understanding. So when we start getting into these daily trade videos, you guys know what I'm talking about, and so blind to it. But yeah, I hope you guys like my bucket hat. Throwing it back to like 2012, maybe like they used to wear these back in the day. But anyways, yeah. Subscribe, like, share this. And let's get to 100 subscribers so we can do another drawing. I gotta write this down. Spaz. Where's my pen? Spaz won. Spaz won the drawing. $20. If you're watching this, DM me. And yeah, any questions? Just let me know. I'm open because I probably didn't cover everything, but whatever. Thank you. Subscribe, like, comment, give me some feedback so I can become a better YouTuber. And I'll upload a video tomorrow of me trading, and so on and so on. I'm gonna have the least amount of interruptions I can throughout the year, so we can see what we can do in this year. Thank you.